switch off disgusting mobile phones, disgusting electronic devices. If the thing buzzes, we will know who you are. Now sit down and be quiet. We are about to continue.
One of the ministry's finest leaders, and Professor Snape and I feel sure you could be one of our finest leaders here. But our work together, flushing out the more dilettante students, has made this school a safer, purer place.
What are those screams?
Mudbloods! In the dungeons, of course. Oh, very clever idea. Scorpius, this is precisely the point. In the 3 days since I found you in that lake on Voldemort Day, you've become odder and odder. In particular, this sudden obsession with Harry Potter, questioning everyone you can about the Battle of Hogwarts, and this ludicrous fascination with Cedric Diggory. Scorpius, we've checked for hexes and curses. There were none we could see. So I'm asking if there's anything I can do to restore
that's all.
Voldemort and Ella!
Yes. Did she say Snape? Craig?
Scorpion Prince.
Remind me where Snape's classroom is?
Since when are you interested in classrooms?
No one teach you to knock, Malfoy?
Severus Snape. This is an honor.
Professor Snape will do fine.
You're the answer.
But it doesn't for me.
Are you still working undercover now? Are you still working secretly for Dumbledore?
Dumbledore is dead. My work for him was public. I taught in his school.
No, that's not all you did. You watched the Death Eaters for him. You advised him. Everyone thought you murdered him, but it turns out you've been supporting him. You saved the world.
Those are very dangerous allegations, boy.
What if I was to tell you there was another world in which Voldemort was defeated at the Battle of Hogwarts, in which Harry and Dumbledore's army won? What would you say then?
I'd say that the rumors of Hogwarts' beloved Scorpion Prince losing his mind are well-founded.
There was a stolen time turner. I stole a time turner with Albus. We tried to bring Cedric Diggory back from the dead when he was dead. We tried to stop him winning the Triwizard Tournament.
Harry Potter won that Triwizard
He
Tournament.
wasn't supposed to do it alone. Cedric was supposed to win it with him, but we humiliated him out of the tournament, and as a result of that humiliation, he became a Death Eater. And I can't work out what he did at the Battle of Hogwarts, but he did something, and it changed everything.
Cedric Diggory?
Yeah.
He killed only one person. Not a significant one at that. Neville Longbottom.
Of course. Professor Longbottom was supposed to kill Nagini, Voldemort's snake. Nagini had to die before Voldemort could die. That's it. We destroyed Cedric. He killed Neville. Voldemort won the battle. That's it. Can you see it? Can you see
I
it?
can see that this is a Malfoy game. Get out before I alert the augury and plunge you into deep trouble.
You loved his mother. Harry's mother, Lily. I know you spent years undercover. I know without you the war could never have been won. How would I know these things if I hadn't seen the other world? I know you're a good man. Harry Potter told his son, my best friend, you're a great man.
Harry Potter is dead.
Not in my world. He knew, you see, he knew what you did for Dumbledore, and he admired you for it greatly, and that is why he named his son after you both. Albus Severus Potter. Please, for Lily, for the world, help me.
Teleport us!
Just a question, where exactly are we going?
Oh, you'll see!
You have one more move. Your brain will be a frog and your arms will be yours.
Safe, he's safe. You know, you never could listen. You were a terrible bore of a student, and you were a terrible bore of whatever you are.
I was an excellent student.
You were moderate to average. He's on our side.
I am Hermione. Most people know me as Granger. It's all my fault. My fault and Albus's. Albus Dumbledore. What's Dumbledore got to do with this?
It doesn't mean Dumbledore. You may need to sit down.
Ah, Snape, a royal visit. What's Malfoy doing here? I'm armed and entirely dangerous, and I seriously advise you. Thank Dumbledore for that.
help.
We're the only ones who can. Dumbledore's army has shrunk considerably since its peak. In fact, we're pretty much all that's left. But we kept fighting on. Granger here is a wanted woman, and I am a wanted man.
Less wanted.
To be clear, in this other world before you meddled,
Voldemort is defeated. He's dead, killed at the Battle of Hogwarts. Harry is head of magical law enforcement. You're Minister for Magic.
I'm Minister for Magic!
Brilliant! What do I do?
You run Weasley's Wizard Wheezes.
Okay. She's Minister for Magic, and I run a joke shop?
You're mostly focused on bringing up the kids.
Oh, great. I expect their mother is hot.
Oh God, please don't
Yes.
You sort of have kids together. I talked to his son. You were shocked the other time too, when you were our professor and you were, I'm not sure what you were. Married, in love,
And Snape? What does Snape do in this other world?
I'm dead. Presumably. You were a little too surprised to see me. How?
bravely.
Who?
Voldemort.
How very irritating.
Sorry, Severus.
I'm not done.
At least I'm not married with him.
Which spells did you use?
Expelliarmus in the first task and Engorgio in the second.
Well, simple shield charm should set both of those
And
right.
when you left,
Yes, the time turner took us back. That's the thing. This time turner, you only get 5 minutes in the past.
We need to move fast. Weasley. The first task of the tournament took place at the edge of the Forbidden Forest. We turn time here, get to the tournament, block the spell, and then return safely. Then, we turn time again, make our way to the lake, and reverse the second task.
Hermione, if you're found outside, the Dementors will kiss you. They'll suck out your soul. It's too big a risk for you. It has to be just me and the boy.
Severus, you get this right. Harry's alive, Voldemort's dead, and the augur is gone. For that, no risk is too great. We do this together.
Menace.
Malfoy.
Too big a risk. It has to be just me and the boy. Found outside, the Dementors will kiss you. They'll suck out your soul. The time turner is spinning.
What has this young vague handsome man got up his sleeves now? The dog! He's transfigured the stone into a dog! Dog divinity!
Ron, what has it done to you? The time turner did something to Albus too the first time we went back.
No useful time to tell us.
We're above ground. We need to move.
Did it work?
Cedric kept his wand. It worked, but the time turner brought us back too soon. We're horribly exposed.
Anyway! No!
You're off to me, but then if you go. Ron, I love you. And I always have. And the three of you need to run. Go now.
What? Can we talk about the love thing first?
Shut up, so. And then you change the past, and then they won't. Go now.
Go! We go!
You're supposed to be going to.
Well, they are after me a bit. And I really am in quite a lot of pain. You know, I'd rather be here with you. Expect them!
Let's keep them here and give the boy the best chance we can. A daughter and a son.
I like that idea too. I'm scared.
Kiss me.
I couldn't save Harry for Lily. So now I give my allegiance to everything she fought for. Who are you fighting for?
Albus! I'm fighting for Albus!
Professor Snape!
Professor Umbridge.
Have you heard the marvelous news? We've caught that traitorous mudblood Hermione Granger. She was just out here.
That's fantastic.
With you. Granger was with you.
With me? You're mistaken.
With you. And Scorpius Malfoy.
Dolores, we're late for class, so if you'll excuse
Well,
us.
if you're late for class, why are you not headed back to the school? Why are you headed to the lake?
How long have you suspected?
Years. And I should have acted upon it far earlier.
Repulsion!
Lily's Patronus.
Strange, isn't it, what comes from within? You need to run! I'll keep them at bay for as long as I can.
Thank you for being my light in the darkness.
Tell Albus Severus. I'm proud he carries my name. Now go. Go!
Hello, Scorpius.
What's going on? You're the one who's just returned from time. Why don't you tell us?
Oh no, oh bother, I've lost it. I've lost the time turner. You've lost what?
Time cut the potatoes.
I think you two have got some explaining to do. upon yourself to change time, whereupon you disappeared 2 people.
I agree, it doesn't sound good.
And your response to disappearing Hugo and Rose Granger Weasley was to go back in time again, and this time, instead of losing 2 people, you lost a huge number of people and held your mother and father. And in doing so, you resurrected the worst wizard the world has ever known and heralded in a new age of dark magic. You're correct, Mr. Potter. It doesn't sound good, does it? Are you aware of how stupid you've been?
Professor, if I may...
You may not! What you choose to do as parents is your matter. But this is my school, and these are my students, and I will choose what punishment they will face.
Seems fair.
Agreed. I should expel you. But all things considered, I think it might be safer for you to remain in my care. You are in detention, but you can consider yourself in detention for the rest of the year. Christmas is cancelled for you.
What did I miss?
It is considered polite to knock before entering my office, Hermione Granger. Maybe you missed that.
Yes, Professor.
If I could also give a detention to you, Minister, I would. Keeping hold of a time turner for the stupid things.
Minerva! Professor McGonagall!
Your children didn't exist. This happened in my school. Under my watch. After all that Dumbledore did, I couldn't live with myself.
I know.
It does sound as if you were brave, Scorpius. And you, Albus. But the lesson that even your father sometimes failed to heed is that bravery doesn't forgive stupidity. You are so young. You are all so young. You have no idea how dark the Wizarding War's got you. Get out to the lot of you and find me that time turner.
Can you explain why you tried to do this?
I thought I could change things. I thought Cedric. It's unfair.
Of course it's unfair, Albus. You don't think I know that? I was there. I saw Cedric die. I mean, if you were trying to do what I did, you went the wrong way about it. I didn't go looking for danger. I was forced into it. You did something really reckless, something really seriously stupid. Something that could have destroyed everything.
I know. Okay. I know.
Right. I was wrong too to think that Scorpius was Voldemort's son.
You shouldn't have kept us apart. Scorpius matters to me, you know that, don't you, Dad?
I'm beginning to understand it. You know, your mum left your room exactly as it was when you ran away, you know that?
Wouldn't let me go in, and wouldn't let anyone go in. Really scared her. And me.
I'm really scared of you.
Yes.
I thought Harry Potter wasn't afraid of anything.
Is that how I make you feel?
I don't think Scorpius said. But when we returned after failing to fix the first task, I was suddenly in Gryffindor House. Nothing was better between us than either. So the fact that I'm in Slytherin, that's not the reason for our problems. It's not just about that.
Are you okay, Albus?
No.
No. Nor me.
Imaginable. Scorpius, the dreadless, Malfoy, the unanxious, may think he's unafraid of heights, but he still feel wobbly. I've always liked it up here. It doesn't feel like the rest of Hogwarts. You have no idea how good it is to be back here, Albus. I hated it there. Discovered another Scorpius, you know? Titled, angry, mean, people frightened of me. But you changed things. You had a chance, and you changed time back, Albus. What you need to understand is, I changed myself back because of you. When the Dementor was inside my head, Severus Snape told me to think of you. You may not have been there, Albus, but you were fighting alongside me. Was I? But now our fighting days are over. You know, right? We definitely can't try again. I know. Good. Then, you can help me destroy this.
I'm pretty sure you told everyone that was at the bottom of the lake!
Turns out Malfoy the Unanxious is a pretty good liar.
Scorpius! You should tell someone about this.
The Ministry kept it before. Do you really trust them not to keep it again? Only you and I have experienced how dangerous this is. That means you and I have to destroy it. It's time turning became a thing of the past. You're quite proud of that phrase, aren't you? Been working on it all day.
Working on what?
Wow, what are you doing here?
It felt important to send an owl.
This concerns her too.
What concerns me?
We can't save Cedric. The thing Scorpius saw after the second task.
Your owl said so little.
Imagine the worst possible world. And then double it. People being tortured. Dementors everywhere, a despotic Voldemort, my dad dead, the world surrounded by dark magic. We cannot allow that to happen.
Voldemort, who? He was alive.
Humiliation turned Cedric into a very angry young man. He was brutally bullied, and some people can't survive that. He killed Professor Longbottom.
Nagini.
We need to destroy the Time Turner.
Of course, we need to destroy it.
You understand?
I'll go further than that. I'll say Cedric would have understood.
Oh, nice mark.
What?
On your back. I hadn't noticed it before. The wings? Is that what the Muggles call a tattoo?
Yes. Well, it's an augury.
What? An augury?
When I was growing up, my guardian kept one in a cage. Witches and wizards used to believe that the auguries quite foretold death. It reminds me that the future is mine to make.
Cool. I might get an augury tattoo. Yeah. Call you the augury. In the other world, they called you the Augury.
The augury? I rather like that.
Delphi, Albus, run!
Augury!
Oh, why? Why are you doing this?
Oh, Albus! I am the new past! I am the new future! I am the answer this world has been looking for!
I can't get over it, really. The fact that in some realities we aren't even, married.
Ron, whatever this is, I've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes until the goblins show up to talk security at Gringotts.
I mean, we've been together so long and married for so long. I mean, so long.
This is your way of saying you want to marry the Red One, then to be clear, I will see you with this quill.
Shut up. Shut up for once. I want to do one of those marriage renewal things I've read about. Marriage renewal.
You want to marry me?
Well, we were only young when we did it the first time, and I got very drunk. To be honest, I can't remember much of it. And the truth is, I bloody love you, Hermione Granger, and whatever time says otherwise.
Oh, Harry, Ginny, Draco. How lovely to see you.
Albus is missing. Again.
Scorpius too. McGonagall shut down the school because all prefects
I'll
looking...
get the auras summoned immediately.
No, it won't. It's all fine. Albus, I saw him last night. It's all good.
Where?
Well, I was having a couple of fire whiskies with Neville in Oxmead, as you do. Sitting the world to rights, as we do. And we were coming back quite late, very late, and trying to work out which flue I could use. Because when you're going to drink, sometimes you don't want to use the tight ones or the turning ones.
Ron, if we could get to the point before we all strangle you.
He hasn't run away. He's having a quiet moment. He's got himself a girlfriend.
A girlfriend?
Yeah, silver hair and everything. Saw them on the roof together near the Allery with your Scorpius playing the gooseberry. Nice to see my love potion being used well, I thought.
Her hair, was it silver and blue?
Yeah, silver and blue, that's it.
He's talking about Delphi Diggory, niece of Amos Diggory.
This is about Cedric again.
Ethel! Cancel the goblins!
What are we doing on the Quidditch pitch?
Try visit tournament, the third task, the maze. This is where the maze was. We're going back for Cedric.
Yes! We'll go back for Cedric, and in doing so we'll resurrect the world, Scorpius, or return to pure and strong magic.
You want Voldemort's return?
Well, you've been shown the first two tasks are a little clogged up with magic. The third task is clean.
We won't stop him.
I don't want you to stop him. I want you to humiliate him. Mortify and darken his soul so he kills Longbottom!
We won't obey you whatever you want us to do! Do your worst, Delphi Diggory!
Oh, you still think I'm Amos's niece? I will do my worst.
No!
Yes, I thought this seems to brighten your mood.
Miss, whatever she does to me, we can't let her.
What on earth do you think you can do? A reason-wide disappointment! A sore on your family name! You want to stop me hurting your only friend? Then do what you're told.
Albus? Scorpius? Everyone's looking for you. Great, get away! Get help! What? What's happening?
Avada Kedavra!
Did you not understand?
These are those childish games we are playing here. You are useful to me. They are not. It's taken me a long time to discover your weakness.
Albus, Severus.
I thought it was the need to impress your father. But now I realize... love. You will do exactly as you're told. Otherwise, Scorpius will die. Just like that spare did. Voldemort will return, and the augury will sit at his side. Now! You will do exactly as you told.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you the greatest, the fabulous, the one and the only Tri-Wizard Tournament! If you're from Hogwarts, give me a cheer! If you're from Durmstrang, give me a cheer! And if you're from Mozart, give me a cheer! Oh, the French finally showing us what they're capable of. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the final of the Tri-Wizard tasks. A maze of mysteries, a disease of uncontrollable darkness. But this maze, it lives. It lives!
Where is he? Where is Cedric?
Albus, we need to do something.
I know! But what? Now, let me remind you of the current standings. Tied in first place, Mr. Cedric Diggory and Mr. Harry Potter. In second place, Mr. Victor Crumb. And in third place, Sacred Love is Fleur de la Coeur. Who will fight their way through? Who will fall at the final hurdle? What heroes do we have within our midst? Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen.
Where did she go?
3 minutes gone, we have 2 minutes left. You don't still think you can fight me?
No, we can't, but we can defy you.
You talk too much, child. Crucio!
You wanted to test Albus, and this is it. We're going to pass
Then
it.
you will die!
Expelliarmus! Brachiominda!
You're...
Come no further.
You're...
Cedric Diggory, is this a task?
Yes. And the task is you have to free us.
Immense party. And now at the wall. Finish, please.
I'm afraid you have to finish the maze.
Cedric!
Your dad loves you very much. I just thought that you should know that.
Okay. Thank you.
What is...
No,
What
wait!
is doing? Time to know what she's doing.
What have we done?
We had to go with the time turner. We had to try and stop her.
Oh, no more wasting precious seconds on either of you. Time to try something new! No!
How? Without a broom. The time turner. It's destroyed utterly. We're trapped here. Wherever in time we are, whatever it is she's planning to do.
We have to try and stop her, Scorpius.
Yes, I know we do, but how?
not a diggory, that's for sure. Turns out Amos doesn't even have a niece.
She confounded him, and she confounded us.
Specialis Revelio. Well, it was worth a try. What are you waiting for? We don't know who she is, so we just have to hope her room reveals something.
What are you hiding? What have you got?
Maybe if we all stop for a moment and have a think about what was that?
That's how I'm supposed to be understanding. It's parcel tongue. I haven't been able to understand parcel tongue since Voldemort died.
And nor has your scar hurt.
It says, welcome augury. I think I need to tell it to open.
Then do it.
What is this?
Here. When spares are spared,
When time is turned, when unseen children murder their fathers, then will the Dark Lord return.
A prophecy, a new prophecy.
Cedric was called to spare.
When time is turned. She has a time turner, doesn't she?
But why does she need Scorpius and Albus?
Because I'm a father who hasn't seen his child, hasn't understood his child. But who is she to be so obsessed with all this?
I think I've got the answer to that. I will rebirth
You can
the
read all
dark.
that.
I will bring my father back.
You understand the person.
oh, she can't be. Voldemort had a daughter.
Daughter, the ultimate Horcrux.
One of us should talk to him, don't you think? Oh, hello, Mr. Station Master, Mr. Muddle. Question, have you seen a flying witch passing here? And oh, by the way, what year is it? You know what annoys me most of all? Dad will think you've done this deliberately. Albus, really? I mean, really? We are trapped, lost in time, probably permanently, and you're worried about what your dad might think.
You can't already train around like this.
Sorry?
After waiting on everything, you need to kind of turn and make very much on the lane. It's all a bit of time.
Lee. I know she is. You understood that. Look at the date on the timetable. 30th of October, 1981. Day before Hallows Eve. 39 years ago! The death of my grandparents, the attack of my dad as a baby. In 24 hours' time, Voldemort kills us himself, trying to kill the baby Harry Potter. She's going to kill Harry Potter herself. We need to get to Godric's Hollow now!
I'm here now.
Here just as the battle was lost. Leave. I don't want you here. You were absent every time it really counted. I fought him 3 times without you. I'll face him again if he needs to be alone.
Harry, don't you think I wanted to fight him on your behalf? I would have spared you if I could.
Love blind! Do you even know how bad that advice was? And my son is fighting battles for us, just as I had to for you. And I proved as bad a father to him as you were to me. Leaving him in places he felt unloved and growing in him resentments that he'll take years to understand.
If you're referring to Privet Drive...
Years I spent there. Without knowing what I was. Why I was there. Without knowing anybody cared.
I did not wish to become attached to you.
Oh, protecting yourself even then?
No! I was protecting you. I did not want to hurt you. But I had to meet you in the end. 11 years old, and you were so brave. And I knew it would happen all over again. That when I loved, I would do irreparable damage. I have never loved without causing harm. I was blind. I could not see that you needed to hear that this closed-up, tricky, dangerous old man loved you. Harry, there is never a perfect answer in this messy, emotional world. Affection is beyond the reach of humankind, beyond the reach of magic. In every shining moment of happiness is that drop of poison, the knowledge that pain will come again. To suffer is as human as to breathe.
That's like a part of it.
No, don't go.
Those that we love never truly leave us, Harry. There are things that death cannot touch. Paint and memory and love.
Dumbledore, I loved you too.
I know.
Did you know that in this other reality, the reality Scorpius oriented, I was head of magical law enforcement? Maybe this room will be mine soon enough. Are you okay?
Come in, I'll give you the tour.
Well, the thing is, though, I never really fancied being a ministry man, even as a child. Sorry, I'm not very good at small talk. Do you mind if we skip on to the serious business?
Of course, what serious business?
Do you think Theodore Knott had the only time turner?
What?
The time turner the ministry seized was a prototype made of inexpensive metal. It isn't something you sell to true collectors of dark magic.
Theodore Knott was working for you?
No, my father. He liked owning things that no one else had.
And did you keep it?
No 5-minute floor. And it gleams like gold just the way the Malfoys like it. You're smiling.
Hermione Granger. It was the reason she kept the first, the fear that there might be a second. By hanging on to this, you could have been sent to Azkaban.
Consider the alternative. Consider if people had known that I had the ability to travel in time. Consider the rumor that would have been given increased credence.
Scorpius.
We were capable of having children. Astoria was frail. She always knew that she was not destined for old age. She wanted me to have somebody when she left. Because it is exceptionally lonely being Draco Malfoy. I've been holding on to this, barely resisting using it, even though I would sell my soul for another minute of the story.
Oh, Draco, we can't use it.
We have to find our sons.
We have no idea where they are or when they are. No. It's up to our sons now. They're the only ones who can save us.
line of attack.
Godric's Hollow? Dad never took me.
Oh. Well, there's no time for a tour, but regard the church, St. Jerome's. And that is where the statue of Harry and his parents will be.
My dad has a statue?
Yeah. Oh, no, not yet, but he will. Hopefully. And this is the home where Bathilda Bagshot lived. Lives.
The Bathilda Bagshot, a history of magic Bathilda Bagshot?
The very same. Scorpius. And there it is.
The home of James Lily and Harry Potter. And everything seems calm. This means she hasn't... We made it!
So what do we do now?
Yes. We haven't really thought this one through, have we? What do we do now? How do we protect my dad?
We need to talk to the future. We need to send your dad a message, but we don't have an owl who can fly through time, and he doesn't have a time turn.
We get my dad a message, he'll figure out a way to get back here, even if he has to build a time turner himself.
We send a memory. We stand over him and send a message and hope he reaches for the memory at exactly the right moment. I mean, it's unlikely, but we stand over the baby Harry Potter and repeatedly shout, "Help! Help! Help!" Quite slightly traumatized the baby.
Only slightly?
It's a terrible idea. Still, if I had to choose a companion to be at the return of eternal darkness with, I'd choose him.
No offense, but I'd probably choose someone massive and really good at magic.
His blanket.
She's wrapping him in his blanket.
It is a moderately cold day. He always said it's the only thing he had from her.
Scorpius, my dad still has that blanket.
No, that won't work. Even if we write on it really small, he'll read it too soon. Time will be spoiled.
What do you know about love potions? What's the ingredient they all contain?
Amongst other things, pearl dust.
And pearl dust is a relatively rare ingredient,
Isn't it mainly because it's pretty expensive? What's this about, Alice?
Right. Dad and I had a fight on the day before I went to school.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Believe it what kind of got us into this next.
I threw the blanket onto the bed and it collided with the love potion Uncle Ron gave me as a joke. The potion spilled and the blanket was covered in it. And I happen to know for a fact that Mom hasn't let Dad touch that room since I left. So, it's coming up to Hallows Eve and their time as well as ours. And he told me he always finds that blanket. He needs to be with it on Hallows Eve.
Still not getting you.
What reacts with pearl dust?
So you said that when tincture of demiguise and pearl dust meet, they burn.
And is tincture of demiguise visible to the naked eye?
No.
So, if we were to get that blanket and write on it in tincture of demiguise, then
nothing would react to it until it came in contact with the love potion in your room in the present by Dumbledore. I love
we
it.
just need to figure out where to find some demiguise says.
Rumour has it Bathilda Bagshot never saw the point in witches and wizards locking their doors. Oh, Rumour was right. Time to steal some wands and get potioning.
Surprised to find you here.
Don't worry, I haven't touched anything. Your shrine is preserved. Sorry. I've had some pretty terrible Hallows Eves, but this is undoubtedly at least the second worst. I chased him away. I chased him to her.
Can we not treat this as if the battle is already lost?
No, I'm sorry, Jin. I shouldn't have survived. It was my destiny to die. Even Dumbledore thought so, and yet I lived and I beat Voldemort and all these people, this boy Craig, and my parents, Fred, the fallen 50, it's me that gets to live. How is that? All this damage, it's all my fault.
And they were killed by Voldemort.
Yeah, but if I'd stopped him sooner. The boy who lived. How many people have to die for the boy who lived?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You were talking about my brother and my son. I know this is what you do, and I know your life has not been a fair one. But please, some hope. Please. Albus is not dead, do you hear me? He is not dead.
This blanket is all I have of that LSE. It's all I have to remember them by, North. This has got holes in it. Ron's idiotic love potion is burnt through it. Right through it, it's ruined. It's ruined.
Harry,
What?
it has something written.
Dad. Starting with Dad. So he'll know it's from me. His name is Harry. We should start with Harry. We're starting with Dad.
Dad? Does that say Dad? It's not that distinct.
Dad, help.
Hello. Does that say hello and then good?
Dad, hello, good, hello? No, this is a strange joke.
Dad, help. Godric's Hollow.
Give me that. My eyesight is better. Yes, Dad. Hello. Good. That's not hello again. That's hello or hollow, and into numbers. These are clearer. 3, 1, 1, 0, 8, 1. Is this one of those mother telephone numbers or a grid reference? Or...
No, it's a date. 31st October 1981, the date my parents were killed.
It doesn't say hello. It says help.
Dad, help. Godric's Hollow. 31/10/81. It's a message. Clever boy left us a message.
I just wrote this.
And he told us where they are and when they are. And now we know where she is and where we can fight her. I'll send it out to Hermione. You send one to Draco and tell him to meet us at Godric's Hollow with the Time Turner.
We have a chance, Harry.
And by Dumbledore, that's all we need. A chance!
Godric's Hollow. It must be 20 years.
Is it just me? Or are there more muggles about?
It's become quite popular as a weekend break.
I can see why. Look at the thatched roofs. And is that a farmer's market?
Remember when we were last here? This feels just like old times.
Old times with the odd unwanted ponytail added to them.
Can I just say...
Listen, Malfoy, you may be all chummy with Harry, and you may have produced a relatively nice child. But you've said some very unfair things to and about my wife.
Your wife doesn't need you fighting her battles for her.
But if you say one more thing about her or me...
You'll do what, Weasley?
He'll hug you. Because we're all on the same team, aren't we, Rob?
Oh, yes. I think you've got really nice hair, Draco.
Thank you, husband. Now this seems a good spot. Let's do this. You're welcome. Because we're all on the same team. Is it just me?
So it hasn't worked.
Mother!
Albus Severus Potter will be pleased to see you.
You got our message?
We got your message.
Where's this Delphi then?
She's disappeared.
She's here. She's trying to kill you. We think before Voldemort does himself, she's going to kill you and so break the promise.
Yes, I thought that might be it too. Do you know where specifically she is now? No, she's disappeared. Time is of the essence. We need to get people into position. She could be coming from any direction, so we need somewhere that gives us good views of the town. But will most importantly keep us hidden, because we can't risk being seen. I'd say St. Jerome's Church ticks all those boxes.
She'll come when she's ready, and we'll be ready for her. Some of us will be.
Poor kid. He thought he had to save the world.
The poor kid has saved the world. That blanket was masterful. I mean, he also almost destroyed the world. Probably best not to focus on that bit.
He does know, doesn't he? He does know that I love him.
I hope he does.
I would do anything for him.
Harry, you would do anything for anybody. You were pretty happy to sacrifice yourself for the world. He needs to feel specific love.
I do love him specifically.
I know, but he needs to feel it.
You know, it wasn't until we thought Albus had gone that I truly understood what my mother was able to do for me. A counter charm so powerful, it was able to repel the spell of death.
And the only spell Voldemort couldn't understand. Love. Harry, no, why is she picked now? Today?
Because this is the day that everything changed.
She could have killed you at any time. Why specifically today? What if she's not waiting for you? She's waiting for him, to stop him.
What?
Delphi's picked tonight because he's here, because her father is coming. She wants to meet him, be with him, the father she loves. No, Voldemort's problem started when he attacked you. If he hadn't done that.
He'd only got more powerful. The darkness would have only got darker.
The best way to break the prophecy is not to kill Harry Potter, it's to stop Voldemort doing anything at all.
So, let me get this right. We are fighting to protect Voldemort.
Voldemort killing my grandparents. Voldemort trying to kill my dad.
Of course, Ginny. Delphi's not trying to kill Harry. She's stopping Voldemort trying to kill Harry. Brilliant!
So we just wait until Voldemort turns up.
I don't think she knows when he turns up. She's come here 24 hours early because she doesn't know when he'll arrive and in what direction. The history books, correct me if I'm wrong, say nothing about when and how he arrived in Godric's Hollow.
You're not wrong.
Blimey. There's two of them.
Do you know what I'm really good at?
There's plenty you're good at, Albus.
Well, polyjuicing. I think Matilda Bagshot may have all the ingredients for polyjuice. We can polyjuice into Voldemort and bring her to us.
To use polyjuice, you need a bit of someone. We don't have a bit of Voldemort.
But I like the concept. A pretend mouse for her cat.
How close can we get through Transfiguration?
We know what he looks like. We've got some excellent witches and wizards here.
Well, then it has to be me.
You want to transfigure into Voldemort?
For this plan to work, she has to believe it's him without hesitation. But more than that, I know what it is to feel like him. I know what it is to be him. It has to be me.
Rubbish. Beautifully put, but beautiful rubbish. There is no way you're letting him in again.
Look, Jin, I won't do it if you don't want me to, but it feels like the only way to me. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Let's do this.
Don't we need to discuss the route you're taking? The plan.
Easy. He gets her in here, and then we all zap her.
Zap her!
We'll hide behind these doors. If you can get her to this light, Harry, then we'll come out and make sure she has no chance to escape.
And then we'll zap her.
No! Transfiguration can be dangerously unstable. What if the spell doesn't hold?
Draco, just trust my dad. He won't let us down. Once.
It worked.
It is going to be okay, Mum. You know that. The plan will work.
I know. Or I hope I do. I just don't like seeing him like that. The man I love, shrouded in the man I hate.
And Delphi. She's Voldemort's daughter.
That's what they're good at, Albus. Catching innocence in their web.
This is all my fault.
How funny. That your dad seemed to think it's all his. Strange pair that you are.
That's her. That's her. She's seen him. Positions everybody. And remember, don't come out until he's got her in the light.
Hermione Granger. I'm being bossed around by Hermione Granger. And I'm mildly enjoying it.
Dad!
Whichever witch or wizard is following me, I assure you, you will regret it.
Lord Voldemort, it is me I am following you.
I do not know you. Leave me!
I am your daughter.
If you were my daughter, I'd know of you.
I am from the future. The child of Bellatrix, the Strange, and you. I was born in Malfoy Manor before the Battle of Hogwarts, a battle you are going to lose. I have come to save you. I am your daughter.
I am familiar with Bellatrix. There are certain similarities in your face, but without proof!
I am the augury to your dark lord, and I am ready to give all that I have to serve you.
You learned flight from me.
I have tried to follow the path you set.
Come here, in the light, daughter, so I may examine what my blood has made.
Your mission is a mistake. Attacking Harry Potter is a mistake. He has his mother's love. Your spell will rebound. He will destroy you.
And I won't attack him. You are right.
Father. Father!
Your plan is a good one. The fight is off. You have served me well. Now you must come into the light. Let me truly see you.
You are not Lord Voldemort!
Incendio!
Potter! Teleportus! Harry! Harry! What? Thought your friends were going to join you, did you?
Fine, I'll deal with you alone.
Expelliarmus! Alone and one less! Dad!
Albus, no!
Oh, two of you! Choices, choices. Thinking first I'll kill the boy and
No!
the Cadabra!
Incendio!
You think you're stronger than flying?
No, I'm not!
Hello, Laura!
But we are!
Hello, Laura!
I've never fought alone, you see! I never will!
Ratty a window!
Albus, are you okay?
Yes, Dad, I'm okay.
A lot of people have tried to hurt me, but my son! You dare hurt my son!
I only wanted to know my father.
You can't remake your life. You'll always be an orphan. They'll never leave you.
Just let me see him
I can't and I won't.
and kill me!
I can't do that either.
But she's a murderer! And she's a murderer!
Albus, yes. She's a murderer, and we're not.
We have to be better than them.
It's really annoying, but it's what we learned.
I will take you to Azkaban, same as your mother.
Where you'll rot.
Guardian Leviosa!
No, there is something you could do to stop him. But you won't.
That's heroic.
We don't have to watch, Harry.
I'm letting it happen. Of course I have to watch.
Then we'll all witness it.
We'll all watch.
Lily! Take Harry and go with him! Go! Run! I'll hold him off! You keep away, you understand? You keep away!
Avada He did everything he could.
It's my mum in the window. I can see one of my students beautiful.
Not Harry. Not Harry, please, not Harry!
Stand aside, you silly girl! Stand aside now!
Not Harry. Please, no, take me! Kill me instead!
This is my last warning!
Not Harry. Please, have mercy. Have mercy, not my son! Please, I'll do anything!
Avada Kedavra!
And she said no. But I asked her. I planted the acorn that will grow into our eventual allegiance. Rose hates you. Connection. She used to hate me. But did you see that look in her eye? That wasn't hate, that was pity. And pity's good. Pity is a start, my friend. A foundation on which to build a palace of harmony. And that's who you want in your palace? Yes. Isn't it? Hi.
This is only going to be weird if you two let it be weird.
Received and entirely understood.
You good, Albus.
Maybe you're right. Pity is a start! You headed to Quidditch. Slytherin are playing Hufflepuff. It's a big one. I thought we hated Quidditch. People can change. Besides, I've been practicing. I think I might make the team eventually. Come on. I can't. My dad's arranged to come up. He's taking time away from the ministry. He wants to go on a walk. Something to show me, share with me, something I know. I think it's a bonding thing. You know, I think I'll go. What's this? I thought we decided we don't hug. I wasn't sure whether we should. In this new version of us. I'll see you at dinner.
So, you ready?
For what?
Well, there's fourth year exams. And then there's fifth year. That's a big year. In my fifth year, I did, well, I did a lot of stuff. Some of it good, some of it bad. A lot of it quite confusing.
Good to know. I got to watch them, you know, for a bit. Your mum and dad. You had fun together. Your dad used to love to do this peekaboo thing with you. Well, you couldn't stop giggling.
Yes.
I think you'd like them. I think their grandchildren would have liked them too.
That thing I said to you, it's unforgivable, and I can't ask you to
Don't you need to
do
explain?
Oh, no. You told me that you don't think I'm scared of anything, and that's, I mean, I'm afraid of the dark. Did you know that?
Harry Potter's afraid of the dark.
And, well, I've never told anyone this. I don't much like pigeons.
You don't much like pigeons?
No, nasty, pecky, dirty things that give me the creeps.
Damn pigeons are harmless.
I know. But the thing that scares me the most, Albus Severus Potter, is being a dad to you, because I'm operating without wires here. I mean, most people at least have a dad to base themselves on, either try to be, try not to be, but I've got nothing, or very little. So, I'm learning, okay? And I'm going to try with everything I've got to be a good dad for you.
I'm going to try and be a better son. I know, well, I'm not James' dad. I'll never be like you two.
Well, James is nothing like me.
Isn't he?
No. Everything comes easy for James. My childhood was a constant struggle.
So is mine. Wait. Are you saying, am I like you?
Well, actually, you're more like your mom. Bold, fierce, funny, which I love. Which I think makes you a really great son. But those names you have, they shouldn't be a burden. Albus Dumbledore had his trials too. And Severus Snape. Well, you know all about him.
They were good people.
They were great people. Who made terrible mistakes. Mistakes they were deeply ashamed of. With pain that they couldn't get rid of. But they trusted their hearts and they tried to build a better world. And that's all, I mean, that's all any of us can do.
You do know, right? That Scorpius is the most important person in my life. That he may always be the most important.
I know. And I like it. In fact, I really like him. And if he is the most important person in your life, then I say that's a very good thing. And I don't understand your head, Albus. Actually, you know what? You're a teenager. You shouldn't be able to understand your head. But I do understand your heart. And I know, no, that heart is a good one. Yeah, and whether you like it or not, you're on your way to being some wizard.
Oh, I'm not going to be a wizard. I'm going into pigeon racing. I'm quite excited about it. Dad? Why are we here?
This is where I often come. And here is Cedric's grave.
Dad?
This student that was killed, Craig Barker, how well did you know him?
Not well enough.
I didn't know Cedric well enough either. Could have played Quidditch for England. Could have been a brilliant healer. Could have been anything. And Amos was right, he was stolen, so I come here just to say sorry when I can.
That's a good thing to do.